I want to show you exactly why the canal behind me, this gorgeous waterfront home in Sarasota, will leave your boat sitting on the driveway for 9 months out of the year, and the seller is not going to volunteer that information.
We are dropping into three of the most sought-after boating communities on Florida's west coast: Snead Island up in Manatee County, Aqualane Estates in Sarasota, and Siesta Key. Beautiful water, incredible lifestyle, but not all canals are created equal. And what I'm about to show you could save you from one of the most expensive mistakes in waterfront real estate.
So I had a listing right here on Snead Island. Beautiful waterfront home, great canal access, and I get a call from the buyer's agent asking me one question. He says, will a 70-foot yacht fit in that canal? 70 feet in a canal system that would be lucky to handle anything close to 50. And here's the thing, the buyer was already emotionally attached to the home. They had seen the photos, loved the house, and were really getting ready to make an offer and move forward. I had to be the one to tell them I would rather have that conversation, now before an offer, and then especially after closing. That one phone call is exactly why I made this video, because not every agent is gonna ask that question, and not every buyer knows that they should. And that was not the only time I've seen this happen. I had another listing, different property, different community, where a couple was getting ready to make an offer. The current lift information was right there on the listing, all the specs, everything they needed. But here's what the listing could not tell them. The canal width was already on the tighter side. Not every canal in Florida is as wide as what you may find in St. Pete and Tampa. And on top of that, the previous owner built a deck that extended into the canal and into the water, which actually looked great in all the photos. I mean, it was a wonderful add-on to the house, but it ate up into the usable canal width. And once you factored in the setback requirements for a legal lift installation, there was simply not enough room for their boat to be placed in legally. So they walked away from the house. They loved the deck. A deck showed up on every single listing photo, looking like a feature, not a problem. But at the end of the day, it was. This is exactly why you cannot evaluate a waterfront canal home from the photos alone. I mean, the camera is not going to show you the width, the setbacks, and definitely does not show you what the previous owner quietly took away before you ever made an offer. Here's what you need to understand. Every canal community has completely different sets of limitations, and they're going to fall into 4 categories that every buyer boater needs to know before you fall in love with that listing. Now, the first one is canal width and turning radius. Up on Snead Island in Manatee County, you have some of the wider canal systems on Florida's west coast. Deep water, generous width, direct access to Tampa Bay and the Gulf. If you're running a serious blue water vessel, this is where you want to be looking. Now, the second one is water depth and tidal variation. For example, Aqualane Estates here in Sarasota has beautiful canals, direct access to Little Sarasota Bay, but the tidal variation could wind up causing your vessel to wind up sitting in mud at low tide. So check your draft before you make that offer. The third one, bridge clearance. Siesta Key has some of the most gorgeous canal homes in all of Florida, but several of those canals are going to have fixed bridges that will wind up stopping a sailboat or maybe even a tall sport fishing boat. So you have to check your air draft before you make that offer. And the last one, fourth, some canal communities will have a strict no-wake ordinance and vessel size restriction written right into the deed. Your dream of pulling up in that 60-foot sport fish may be prohibited before you even get to the water depth question. So here's exactly what I tell every boating buyer before they look at a single waterfront listing. Number 1, know your vessel specs code. Length, beam, draft, and air draft. Those 4 numbers are your filter for every property you look at. Number 2, request the canal survey and water depth records from the seller before you make an offer. If they don't have them, that tells you something. Number 3, make sure that your boat can fit through the canal and easily goes in for a real test. And then lastly, number 4, check the deed restrictions specifically for the vessel size limitations and wake zone rules. Your agent should pull this up before you go under contract. Here's the thing. There are absolutely incredible boating canals in all 3 of these communities. Snead Island, Aqualane Estates, Siesta Key, all of them have properties that will just blow your mind and handle serious vessels beautifully. The canal is not the problem. Buying the wrong canal for your boat, that's the problem. And if you want to completely avoid that, you have to ask the right questions before you fall in love with that house.
Looks can be deceiving on the water. I founded Sarasota Waterfront Group to give buyers the hard truths about seawalls and flood zones before they sign. Ready to do it right? Click the link in my bio to chat with me directly. I'm John Ferguson, exclusively Sarasota Waterfront.